round trip to hell and back. But I wouldn't change one damn thing about the last year.
It's great to be with you today on homecoming week here in Muncie, Indiana. Lit drops back, throws a ball. Right corner, caught by Justin Hall for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're like talking to each other. Being a little kid, I was crazy.
I remember my mom, who is a teacher, saying, you have to be the assistant because he's going to run out and run to the baseball field and he's not going to stay in that classroom.
I remember playing wiffle ball in the backyard when he was 3-4 years old, stimulating White Sox players, batting stances.
When he got into flag football and baseball and all that, he was just great at anything he tried.
Football is just something that I really just grasped. When I started playing, it was just something that I just loved.
No one has ever, I don't think, had as much fun playing sports as Maddox.
Confident all the time in his skills. 8th grade's when all the quarterback stuff started and the recruiting and traveling and all that. Freshman year at Warren, he was doing great on the freshman team. And sophomore year at JV, he was a leader and captain.
I've always been very competitive. It's just something that always was built in me where no matter what you do, you play to win. When you love something, like I love football, you don't need to try to be energetic or fake it. It just comes with it, with how much you love it and how passionate you are about it.
We're going to go out in the woods for 4 days and hike. That's when we realized that he had something wrong with his knee.
We were a week from starting this team practices in July. Maybe I hyperextended it, maybe I tweaked it, cutting off it, and I just wanted to see what it was, just to make sure it wasn't something serious.
He couldn't step over the logs. And we had, 40-pound backpacks. So my oldest and I knew if we are able to do something better than Maddox, then there's something wrong. When we came back, we went to Methodist Sports Medicine.
June 29th, I had Smoothie King, procrastinated my summer class, then went to throw with my new receivers. My mom was on vacation with my sister and flew back home due to the results of my MRI. First red flag. The MRI showed something in your leg and you can't practice today because they want to see what it is. It's really difficult to grasp when I was told that I most likely do have osteosarcoma. At the time, I was like, okay, what's that? Then she was like, no, sarcoma means tumor. You have bone cancer. It was really a day where my whole mindset and landscape of life changed. The thing is, you don't know the worst thing there is until you have to go through it. I just felt like time after time, it was like hitting a new rock bottom. When I had mouth sores in my whole mouth and I wasn't able to eat because all the skin in my mouth was not there, I thought that was going to be a new rock bottom. And then I tore my oblique just from throwing up so much and being up so much. I thought that was a new rock bottom.
His Bible verse was, "For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to hope and prosper." And I can remember just sobbing to my friend and saying, how is this prospering? How am I supposed to have hope? And she just said, that's why he picked the verse. And he made sure that I didn't know how bad he felt.
I didn't want people to know that I was not able to walk for months. I didn't want people to know that I stay up at night not knowing if I'm going to be able to complete this.
The hardest part would be trying to be happy without as much joy as he brings.
Whenever I knew that there's a possibility that this disease might take me, was that I lived 19 years of life. I lived 19 years of full life, and I feel like that's what really got me through some days, was being content with how I did live my life.
Hello, Maddox.
Maddox, what's up, man? This is Trey.
Hey, Maddox. Jim Kelly here.
What's going on, Maddox? It's Chuck Arfine here.
Hey, Maddox, Peyton Manning here.
I went from feeling helpless to maybe adding a little spark to this 9-month nightmare.
He reached out to all my favorite athletes, all my favorite teams, and they always sent stuff back to me. They always reached out to me.
Fight like you've never fought before.
I had a surgery and chemotherapy, and you know, I'm made it through, and you know, gonna start trying to gear back up and get ready for next year. So I know you can do the same thing too.
It's tough, but you know what? You're a tough kid.
I want to let you know I'm thinking about you. I'm sending positive, healthy vibes your way.
Just know that I'm pulling for you and praying for you, and add me to the list of all those people.
He's watching the game today from home. Maddox, we're thinking of you. We're sending our best. I hope that White Sox baseball is lifting your spirits. Looking forward to you coming back to the park and watching your favorite team in person in the future.
Ball State was always a part of my life. Both my parents went there. My uncle played football here. He actually played with Coach New.
Brett Locklear, the first team all-conference place kicker, will try to make it a 9-7 ball game. It's down, it's out, it is.
Freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I came to Ball State as a recruit for each game, and it was really always on the map. It really was the place that I always wanted to be. It was then in February that I was accepted into Ball State, and then not even a week later, I got a call from a random number, and I answered it, and it was Coach New.
Obviously, you know, Maddox was playing football and certainly had been in communication with him during the recruiting process, being a quarterback and keeping tabs on him.
He was saying how he's been following my story and offered me a position to be involved with the team, and that's something that I just jumped on right away.
When the decision was made that he was coming to Ball State, and I had some conversation with Brent, I wanted to extend the offer to him that, we wanted you to be around our football program. He's been with us this year helping out with our equipment staff. Who knows where his role ends up growing here, but certainly been proud of him. He's had a tough situation with the cancer, but he's certainly done a great job in the way he's attacked it and kept a positive attitude.
I always knew he would be there in some capacity, and that's still in the back of his mind to, make it out on the field, because so long he dreamt of that moment.
I feel very fortunate to be in the situation I am today, and there's other people that have been in my situation that have not been as fortunate as me, and it's something that I thank God for every day.
He's always been a hard worker. This past year has been so tough on him.
You beat cancer by not letting it define you, by not letting it dictate how you live.
We'll see what the future brings, because Maddox has always defied expectations.
The thing is, you don't beat cancer by having it removed or finishing treatment. You beat cancer by staring in the face and living the best life you can, regardless of the disease, and always win every single day. And that's how I beat cancer.